What's going on YouTube? Crypto Matrix here, coming at you with another cryptocurrency stream. I hope you guys are having a great day and enjoying the channel. Guys, a lot of Bitcoin prices going on today, so I'm going to dive right into it, okay? So the Bitcoin price over the last 2 days had a shoot up all the way to 9,460. A sideways movement through this red box, and then a breakdown over the night all the way down to 9,154. Now we're kind of resting at around 9,215. Going to start another motion right here. Now, guys, we did have a warning of this. We had a bullish engulfing right here, a bullish candle engulfing the bearish candle, and then a bullish candle being engulfed by the bearish candle. And then we saw a move down. So a move up and then a move down. And those were the signals right there, guys, that the drop was coming. So if you guys got out right there, that would be great. If you got, say like you got in here and you wanted to flip the top right there, that would be, you know, very good if you caught that signal and were able to get out there. But if not, the rise or the low definitely caught you here. So guys, where is Bitcoin going for the future? Check it out. I drew a new graph. So we have a descending triangle. Okay, I've updated the resistances and supports. So now we're down around the $9,200 level, and we're going to be kind of moving right a little bit, and then I think we're going to get a shot up towards this resistance level again, but it's going to take about a day. Okay, that's what I think is going to happen. Why? Because we have the 20 EMA pushing back towards the 55 EMA close, so I think we're going to get a little bit of a sideways motion because of that. And then depending on the candles and the momentum here, I think we're going to get that move slightly to the upside again, okay, after that drop off. And guys, remember, ascending triangles have a chance of breaking to the downside. So by 70%. So I also wanted to show you guys this. Look at this. If you zoom this out really far from the last time I was at 14,000, last July, okay, this was a year ago now, guys, a whole year. Look at that channel. Okay, what would happen if we went really bearish and broke all the way down? Okay, that's a big bearish scenario. We could see some really big movements here. That's why I have a box drawn all the way down here in the 7,000s, because theoretically, if we do have a massive move out of this descending triangle, we could end up down in these zones. Let me draw for you here. Say like we have this. Say like it drops even from right there. Okay, so like it doesn't go all the way to the end and it drops from right there. That's where we could end up, right around the $8,000 level, or just under 8,000. Okay, guys? So be very mindful of that, guys. Even though we want to be very bullish because we're feeling like we're in this bull phase after the reaccumulation phase, we still could be in for some rougher waters before we have a big blast off. Okay, guys? When the blast offs happen, they happen pretty quick, especially in history. If you look back, blast off happened over 2 months. Okay, blast off happened over a few months. Okay, it happens pretty quick, and then a lot of downtime here. So it wasn't like the buildup from 2015 where it's kind of just moving sideways and up for quite some time. Okay, we did have some downtrods after the rises by about 50 to 80% each time. You guys check that out. Look at this one, for instance. That's about 40% there, okay? This one, about 68% here, guys, okay? And then this one from top to actual bottom, which took a long time. But if we did just to right there, 35 bars, that's 34%, but all the way down to here, that is almost 80%, guys. That's 73%. Okay, so that's a big drop from top to bottom, a massive downtrod there, guys. So just be mindful of what's going on in the Bitcoin price. And I wanted to show you guys something else here too, just the correlation. Don't you know I always say that the other altcoins, they followed Bitcoin? Okay, well, check this out, guys. Here's ZEC breakdown, BTC, XRP, ETH, LTC. They all look the same. Okay, guys? Check that out. Even Electroneum had the same down spike that all these other coins have, following Bitcoin's lead, okay? So guys, there's just a very honest thing that Bitcoin kind of leads the pack in a certain way. And when Bitcoin drops, the other altcoins follow it around because Bitcoin leads the pack. It's the big dog. Everyone's paying attention to it. Everyone's heard of Bitcoin. Not everyone's heard of stuff like Dogecoin or ZEC or XRP. You know, it's just a very realistic thing. So you got to be mindful of that, guys, that when Bitcoin makes a big move, altcoins could definitely follow it. Okay, so, and guys, this sideways motion to the right here, I think if we get the EMA 20 pushing back towards the EMA 55 here, and the Bollinger Bands tighten up a little bit, we'll be able to see exactly where it's going. I'll be able to reanalyze it for you tomorrow, guys, because we just had the move. So it's with the candles here, we can kind of analyze that it's kind of moving sideways and up a little bit, but it's not like a big movement here. For instance, on the hourly candle, it just looks like a bullish candle coming in. Okay, so it could just be moving to the right here. I think we're going to get a little bit of a bounce around, you know, right through, you know, something like this. It's going to bounce around, something like that. Okay, guys. So that's what I think is going on with Bitcoin, guys. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys think we're bullish or bearish, I want to know what you guys think. I wanted to talk about Electroneum a little bit, guys. I drew some new graphs. Okay, guys, because we've been out of this channel, which was moving down now, but we're kind of fading right back into it. If you guys check it out. Okay, and we had a channel right here. Let's say like this was just part of the channel. I can actually leave that right there. It would be a little tighter. So, right like that. Okay. So we could get a little channel here bouncing around, bouncing back and forth. But it looks like we are in a descending triangle here. So guys, we got to be very mindful that it could break to the downside. It just could happen, okay? Now, that being said, the project is very strong, so I think a lot of good things are happening. I say that all the time. But I think the price action is not something to be immediately worried about in the longevity of the project. I think when there's price hiccups, like for instance, when they had the price spike up, there was a lot of stuff going on. The summit, the cutting off of the mobile mining, there was a lot of stuff going on. And now it's kind of just, like I said, weeding out people, getting a bit of a rise. I think we're going to remain stable here through, though. I'm hoping we get a break to the upside, okay? That's what I actually think will happen. Even though we're in a descending triangle and a downward channel, okay, I think we're still going to break to the upside because of the goods of the project. All right, and if you look at the candles, okay, we do have a bit of formation of strength happening, okay? Even though we're breaking down right here, we do have a lot of bullish candles here. The EMA 20 is still wide from the EMA 55, but the Bollinger Bands are pretty tight, okay, guys? So it's like a tight movement moving around, okay? So I think that we could get a break pretty soon, and hopefully it'll be a break to the upside based on how good the project's doing, because the project is doing well, okay? Electroneum's definitely crushing it. So that's what I think is going on with the price action for the near future, guys, in Electroneum. I wanted to talk a little bit about ZEC, just because we're having a big price rise up into the green zone again. Are we going to end up holding up there, guys? We're back on this trend line that we've been on since March. So we broke out of it briefly, but we're back in it, guys. Do you think we're still headed for higher times in Zcash? I do. I think we're going to keep moving up a little bit. I think we bottomed out back in March at $18. And I think the price is going to keep moving up in this channel until something stops it. I mean, we've had a big rise. That's huge. 18 to almost $62 right here. And then a slight movement down and then back up into the green box again, guys. So if you got in anywhere down here or anywhere over here, you're in the green zone right now. If you wanted to sell, you're in great position too. But if you're looking for higher times, I think they are right around the corner, guys. You got to be mindful we are in a bull market, even though it doesn't feel like it. Okay, so 18 months can go by, and yeah, we might not be at a peak of, you know, $100,000, but that's when I believe it can happen. You know, it would be 18 months from the halving is when a peak could happen, okay? And it could theoretically reach all the way from $80,000 to $140,000, okay? That's what the next peak could be. Will it happen in exactly 18 months? That is to be determined, okay, guys? It could take 2 years. It could take 2.5 years. Just depending on how the charts go. You got to think from the, not the last time, but the halving before that. It went from 2017, 18, 19, and 20. That's how long the halving took. It took 4 years. And then that time, it took a year and a half for the bull market to peak out at $20,000. And then after that was the bear market, then the accumulation phase, and then the expansion phase is when we got up to 14,000 again. And then a reaccumulation phase, which we're moving sideways. Then the halving happened, and theoretically we are in a bull market, even though it still feels like reaccumulation phase, guys. So keep that in mind, okay? And guys, just a little bit on the Dow Jones. Okay, I know I never talk about this stuff, guys, but since the crash, we are almost pretty close to back to normal, 25, okay? So the break was at around 29 and went all the way down to 18, okay? And now we're back up at 25. So a bit of a recovery going in the market, but there's a lot of fear of a second coronavirus spike coming out as winter approaches. So guys, let me know what you think in the comments. Do you think we're going to get a second COVID fear sell-off and panic? Or do you guys think that we're going to remain strong this time, knowing that crypto is a safe asset and we can move forward with it and not be fear selling? Okay, let me know what you guys think there. Guys, I wanted to talk a little bit about the BTC rush having high prospects for Bitcoin price as mining investments boom. So you guys all know I used to be a miner. I used to be a big fan of renewable energy systems, and I had plenty of mining equipment for some time. I still do have some mining equipment. And I've always believed that you need renewable energy for mining farms at this point if you're a small player. But with all the new equipment, and there's a lot of optimism in the zone, I think that there's actually potential to have mining farms even without renewable energy right now. So recent investments into cryptocurrency mining equipment by smaller players could be a positive signal for the longevity and value of Bitcoin. In late June, United States-based blockchain firm Core Scientific ordered 17,000 of the latest Bitcoin mining ASIC machines, or application-specific integrated circuits, from Chinese hardware producer Bitmain. This news made waves in the industry as the largest known order of Antminer S19s by a single operator. So guys, this is the biggest order from a small player ever. Does that mean that they are bullish on Bitcoin? Do they think Bitcoin is going up? Let me know what you guys think. And they say the halving means efficiency. Investments into cryptocurrency mining and equivalent by smaller industry participants suggest that there is a growing confidence in the sector. Despite the fact that the Bitcoin mining reward went through its most recent halving event, operators seem to be playing the long game, indicating an optimistic outlook for the industry. Okay, and this guy Dean from Quantum Economics says mining is a business that is absolute in the key numbers. So it's simply a question of assessing profitability on an ongoing basis. While difficulty and hash rate are very and closely related, we can assume that both will increase over time. If the Bitcoin price rises significantly, we can also be quite confident that they will rise much faster. It also comes down to the cost and protecting position. If you can secure power that ensures your break-even is very low, say 6,000 or less per Bitcoin, then you have a good insurance against whatever comes next. So that means, guys, if you're clearing $3,000, give or take, after your mining operation is complete after bills, that's a really good sign that your mine is doing well. So if you're not sure if your mine's doing well, guys, that's a good indication. Okay. Dean also suggests that some miners could operate profitably until the next halving, which is due to take place in 2024. The feeling going forward is broadly bullish, and there are no more adjustments for 4 years. Adding that the current equipment purchased so early in this halving cycle has a good chance of getting the ROI, which usually takes about 5 to 6 months, guys, and may even be good for the whole period. And 5 to 6 months, that's if you're getting a profitable Antminer. Let's just check out ASIC miner value. If you guys don't know what that is, that's a site where you can actually calculate the profitability of ASIC miners. So one that I would be very interested in is the Bitmain Z15. Okay, guys, check it out. Around $16 a day. That's after electricity costs. So it's making around $20.54 a day, which comes to about $5,000 after electricity costs, $5,827 a year per unit. So if they had 17,000 units, guys, let's pull that over here. 17,000 units times 5,827. Let's leave the cents out of it to keep it simple. They're making $99 million. Okay, with that purchase, guys. So that is just insane. That's what those guys are averaging a year with their machines after electricity. Now, granted, as more machines go out, you can might as well just say cut 20% of that off, because as more people turn on their machines, the profitability goes down. And that's just a fact. So that is not a totally accurate number. That's just a fixed variable, not a alternating variable cost. Okay. So guys, more from Dean. He thinks the Antminer S19 delivers happening straight post-halving is another contributing factor towards recent massive investments into mining equipment. The S19, among others, is one of the latest SHA 256 mining ASICs on the market. Thus, plenty of buyers are willing to acquire the latest generation machines in order to upgrade their existing operations or purely for the purpose of opening a new mining farm. So guys, people are still mining out there. They're using renewable energy systems. They're using the new ASICs that are coming out. The ASICs are the most powerful things. And if you guys used to GPU mine, that's basically dead right now. The profitability for GPU mining is just really low. It would be very hard to remain profitable. I think it's basically impossible, especially without renewable energy. That being said, the ASICs are specific for that specific purpose. Okay, that's all they do is mine specific coins. So that's why they're more powerful. It's like having 12 GPUs. That's what an ASIC is. Okay. And more from Dean, I'd consider it a positive endorsement of the industry as a whole and a demonstration of the belief in its longevity of Bitcoin itself. We're leaving the days of Bitcoin being experimental or only for geeks behind and moving into a new era of professionalism and application. It makes perfect sense that this is the level of investment is happening now. So guys, these guys definitely believe in Bitcoin. I'm a big believer in Bitcoin. I believe in a much higher Bitcoin price over the years, and I think we're all going to be very surprised by it again for the 4th time. Okay, guys, every single time it went up from 10 to 100, from 100 to 1,000, from 1,000 to 20,000, and now from 10,000 to who knows what. It could be 50 to $140,000. Okay, guys, so lots of exciting things happening. Let me know if you guys are a miner. Oh, guys, so this guy Peters raised another interesting byproduct of investment by smaller operations. Mining power moving away from China. The country has been the geographical home to miners accountable for the large portion of the Bitcoin hash rate. Peters offered 3 potential reasons for this. 1, a greater appetite for venture capitalists to invest in the crypto from these countries. 2, a more favorable conditions to run a mining operation, both in terms of cooler climates and the access to renewable energy. And 3rd, and lastly, an existing mining operation from China expanding into other countries to hedge their risk, guys. So guys, I think that mining operations are still a thing. I think that if you have renewable energy systems, you're just in a great position. And if you have the new ASICs, you're in a great spot for the future. And guys, that's all I have time for today. Be sure to subscribe and like. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm making a lot of good calls. And times are good, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying the page. And, you know, many good things to come in the Bitcoin world. So just be ready for it and be mindful that we are in a bull market, even if it doesn't feel like it, guys. So we could see some higher prices right around the corner, and we'll be looking back at these times wishing we bought more coin. So just keep that in mind as time goes forward, guys. And that's all I have time for today. I am Crypto Matrix. I'll catch you guys later.